Mike, so awesome to finally get to do this with you, man. Uh,
Yeah.
Mike, what was your substance of choice or DOC?
I started out with using opiate painkillers. In the middle, I was doing anything and everything. And towards the end, I was doing heroin on a daily basis. And then meth really kind of came in and took over.
Kind of like a buffet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a hard time saying no to anything.
Amen. I would say like more, or like
Yes.
what have you got? Like I
Right.
don't care.
Yeah.
Like let's just get gone.
Exactly. Exactly. You know.
Right. And then what is your recovery date?
So on November 3rd, 2018, I decided to do something about my substance use.
It's awesome.
Mm,
Congratulations.
thank you.
It's not an easy feat. How do you serve the recovery community, Michael?
So since I entered recovery, I had to leave home, first of all, because we didn't have any resources here. There's nobody in the area that talks about recovery. I didn't know anybody that's ever tried it. So it was really, I had to leave home. I went 5 hours away, but I never forgot my friends back here and how they weren't getting the same messaging that I was receiving downstate. So I started to recover loud. I got on my Facebook and I told everybody about everything I was doing. I started a Facebook support group, Recovery on the Road, to provide support and resources to anyone from anywhere. And that was during the pandemic. So quickly found that people were starving for connection. People from all over the world were joining the group, and I really didn't. It wasn't even my intention. It just grew into what it is today. And then after that, I was taking Suboxone and seeing a provider, and my provider actually suggested I take a recovery coach class because I was doing the things I was doing, and he thought that I had something to share. So I took the class. Shortly after I took the class, I was offered a job at the clinic I was going to from the doctor that suggested I take the class. So for the next few years, I worked as a recovery coach. I got certified, becoming one of the first certified recovery coaches in the state of Maine.
Wow.
I became a supervisor for other recovery coaches. And that to me was really, I took pride in that, because it wasn't just the people I could reach. I was now supporting people that other people could reach. So after all that started, in 2021, I started my TV show, Recover Loud. And that, again, the name of that comes from the idea that I wanted to help my friends back home. I wanted to recover loud enough that they could hear me. They would know recovery is possible. And, they would see it happening. So I started that in 2021. I'm currently doing the 5th season right now. It's just, I do as whatever I can think of to do to support the community. I train people for Narcan to identify an overdose. I provide the supplies, and I was lucky enough 2 summers ago to meet somebody in the Department of Education who was a supervisor for the school nurses in Aroostook County and several others. And she actually introduced me to the rest of the state, the supervisors. And I was able to go to area schools and train the nurses and other, superintendents, assistant principals, and any other admin that wanted to learn how to respond to an overdose. So that was really something special for me. So I trained nurses in 10 of the 16 counties here in the state of Maine. So, like I said, anything I can think of to do, I try to do it. Today, I work as a community educator in substance use prevention. So I get to go into schools and talk to kids and teach them some social emotional